Good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and this is Odie, and it's Monday.
It is Monday all day long.
Yes, sir.
I've got to throw out some of the biggest thank yous you could ever think of. Number one, Saturday morning we sent a fella off back home to Asheville, North Carolina with a load of stuff. Did the community show up and show out? Oh, with style. This was very impressive to see each and every one of y'all that donated come up and give stuff for these people. We are, as of now, we're not collecting any more supplies at Lima. We are collecting money because now we need a little bit more bigger ticket items, and we want to buy some bigger ticket items for them, for grills, propane tanks, heaters, some charcoals, things like that, and so we are collecting money to go out and purchase that to send it on. And we're working with A's Taste of Thai, getting some more of those supplies sent out there. So thank y'all for that. And then number two, showing up and showing out again at Sucalina. Man, we had a wonderful day. Everybody at Sucalina Fire and Rescue in the community, we appreciate every one of y'all coming by and getting some fish or some chicken and helping us make that successful. And we couldn't do either one of them without each and every one of y'all. So thank y'all so much.
Yeah, the community was out and about this weekend. We got a lot that went on. We'll tell you about those behind the scenes and things that happened as we wake up and get our day underway. Right now, it is not as bad as it could be. We're in our 60s. It's going to be gusty today, Odie. We got a lot of wind that's coming about. All that happening today. So,
like you said, don't start a fire outside.
Whew, yeah, that
ain't the day.
It could be bad there.
Yeah.
So, what is the most stolen car in America? As a matter of fact, the manufacturer's got two of them: the Hyundai Elantra and Sonata are the two top most stolen there.
I can see that Sonata. I'm kind of partial to that Sonata myself after I saw how it protected that lady when it flew off a bridge, hit a railroad track, and tossed down a hill.
Turned out okay, didn't it?
Yeah, that's probably not a bad car to look at.
Let's see, Kia jumps in there. Chevrolet Silverado coming in at, I think, number 4 of the most. Well, thieves really like them. They like the way they drive.
And
Kia,
the red car?
Yeah.
The Kia Soul.
Honda Civic, another Kia, Ford F-150 is on further down the list this year. And a bunch of them there. L.A. coming in with the highest ranking of stolen cars. Now, again, our area, It's a lot of cars that are stolen every night. There's probably not hardly a night that goes by that one isn't taken. We just don't know them all. I don't have a way of
Don't go inside
tracking.
with your car running.
Garages, that's not good.
We do that. We do that during the heat. You want to leave it on so you stay cool inside your car, and then you want to leave it on during the winter so you stay warm inside your car. Is that Friday night or Thursday night? We had one stolen less than a mile away. What is the old saying? Most wrecks happen within a mile from home. Well, this happened from a mile from where it was stolen. Run through a building.
Yeah,
tore up another car. Because you left your keys in it. Just think about that. We need to cut down on the amount of car thefts.
We'll show you what's left of all of that there. We had a woman that is probably, and I hadn't flown in a while, but she was on an airplane, realized after she got on there she left her phone at home. She demanded that the pilot return the airplane so she could retrieve that. Well, that didn't work. So then she told him she was the president of a sovereign country, and it was a must that she have it.
Somebody needs to go back to their safe space for a minute.
They didn't turn around, and she was seated. And my oh my, the things that people will try, Odie.
A sovereign ruler. That's me. Look, I'm the ruler of Odie land, and I demand you turn this to 747 around. For me.
Didn't happen. We got so much to do this morning. We're going to be right back with as we'll move into our local headlines. We'll get you updated with everything. Y'all stay with us.
Accidents happen. I should know. So if that deer jumps out in front of you, go see the professionals at Chet's Paint and Body Shop. Chet can help you navigate the confusing world of insurance. From that insurance-provided photo estimate to the right to choose the body shop of your choice. And from a minor scratch to a major collision, Chet has you covered. Chet offers quality repairs by trained and certified technicians with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. Chet is my shop of choice. I hope he's yours too.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn.
Looking for a deal you can't pass up? Right now, drive off in a quality used car for just $299 down and only $299 a month here at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Meridian. That's right, good reliable cars packed with features at a price you'll love. $299 down, $299 a month. Look, I'm not kidding. This is a real offer that our customers have taken advantage of for years now. Come see us today, Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
I got a text message that said, Odie is not the ruler of Odie land.
I am the El Presidente.
I'm hearing, according to said text,
Amy the ruler.
Amy land is what it's actually called, and Odie resides there.
That may be true. I wear the pants in my family.
So long as she ain't got them on.
Well, she tells me which ones to wear.
Bless it.
Oh, man.
It is.
I didn't know we had 4 deer seasons.
Do we?
Yeah.
What do we got?
We got archery, primitive, gun, and Chet. I knew he had his own fishing season.
A lot of people lined up over the week, and y'all watch this seriously. These deer are moving, and the cooler it gets, and that night, and we'll talk about the forecast in a minute. We're going to do the 30s one night this week. That's going to cause some movement of those critters because they want to stay warm, and they're going to be walking out in front of cars. So y'all be on the safe side.
Yeah.
I had a chance to speak with the sheriff of Choctaw County, Alabama. He had a little concern. He's looking for someone. Let's show you a picture of who he's looking for. We had somebody that is accused of breaking into deer camps. This is who we are looking for right here. If you happen to see this young fella, they'd like to know where he is. And again, accused of breaking and entering into a few deer camps, and we just can't have all that. Jenkins is his last name. Thomas James Jenkins is his name. Be on the lookout for that in Choctaw County, Alabama.
This time ain't the year to be breaking into a deer camp.
Well, what they're doing is doing it during the week when everybody's at work because everybody's starting to bring all their products and leave their guns. And that's what they're up to. We can't have it. So be on the lookout for that. One person has already been detained in this case. So possibly.
Well, Billy has found me out. I wasn't the board president of my country, but he said I am the court jester.
I ain't touching that. Not whatsoever.
Oh, man, I tell you. Yeah, y'all be careful. As I tell you, there's a lot more of these deer camps that are getting cameras.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Not just deer cameras, but two-legged cameras.
What's a two-legged camera?
Captures people.
You lost me on that one.
A camera that captures two-legged people, two-legged animals.
Oh, yeah, like the security.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, now I'm with you now. I didn't know where you were going. Yeah, that went way over me there. I got way lost on that one, Odie. Rump row.
Oh, man, it's early. It's a Monday.
We did have some gunfire overnight in the city of Meridian, and we'll go here to take a look. Our first place we're going to look at is going to be 40th Street and 40th Avenue, rather, and 26th Avenue. No injuries, no one hurt with that. We also would have reports there on State Boulevard, the 4900 block. From what I gathered, there was a party going on, some form of an argument, some gunfire in there. No one hurt, no one injured. And we had gunshots reported near 8th Street. I didn't get an exact address. I had somebody that was traveling 8th Street sent me a text and said, I heard gunfire 2 blocks off. I didn't get a north or a south, but we do know that it was right along in here. Reliable sources with this, so that was overnight. And again, we don't have anybody that was injured or anything like that, but still, it did happen. Now, let's get to all seriousness of what happened yesterday. We have one person who has been air flighted to Jackson, Mississippi.
Wow.
Another that is injured. We had 2 people that were shot in the city limits of Meridian yesterday. As we go here, here's the scene. Right there is where that billboard sits. And Odie, that's the old Super Stop, which is now...
Yeah, the old bad kind of S-curve right
Yeah.
there on 23rd.
It's a pet grooming service now. This is 36th
Not
Street.
23rd. What is that?
That's Poplar Springs Drive.
Poplar Springs Drive.
And this is 36th Street that cuts right across right here. Right before us, there would be a female that was shot. That's Poplar Springs Drive, and directly across there. We got on scene. Metro Ambulance would arrive and take both of them to the hospital in separate ambulances to be treated. We would find out in just a little bit that this is the man that everybody was looking for right here.
So they've got a person of interest that they're looking for. If you know where this young man can be found, Meridian Police Department would love to sit down and just have a chit chat with him.
David Alexander, he's 32 years old, 5'7", weighs about 180 pounds, from the Hattiesburg area is where he's from. And let me tell you, I heard his name a lot last night. Police Academy. David Alexander, if you are in the house, come out with your hands up. And this, we were there, and let me just go over and show you what we were doing there. This is a still picture from last night. This is the home that he was thought to be in. Police line was put up. We were there probably 2 hours live with this. It turns out he had already eluded police and slipped off into the night and went away from there. As we were standing there watching when the sheriff's department pulled up, it was a good indication that it was starting to be where they thought it was safe. And then we started seeing movement in the street again to where they had not done that, and they were thoroughly checking the neighborhood. He had already left the area at that point. Fortunately, no one else was injured. Now, do we know what caused the incident? No, we don't. We do think that the subjects all knew one another that were shot. And so I think in the press release, the Meridian Police Department said it was isolated. Let me see if I can find exactly what was said by the Meridian Police Department with this. Here's the statement. Let's pull this back up. The Meridian Police Department responded to a shooting Sunday afternoon in the 2500 block of 36th Street that left 2 people shot. According to MPD Chief Deborah Naylor-Young, the incident occurred around 5:15. Both victims were transported to a local hospital by Metro. Young said both victims are listed in stable condition with non-life-threatening injuries. And again, one has been flown, and I double-checked that. I sent back a text message and said, wasn't one flown? And the response was, yes, I said that earlier. So we do have one that is there. Hopefully, the way that sounds, maybe they are stable now. The person, as we get into this, upon police information, the possible suspect was barricaded in the residence where the shooting occurred. MPD SWAT team was activated. The SWAT team checked out the residence and determined there was no threat to the community. Young said this is an isolated incident. Everyone knew each other. The shooting is under investigation. That is the official statement from the Meridian Police Department as it's passed along to us at this point. Again, this is Poplar Springs Drive. Whether they knew each other or not, this is a very residential, popular area of Meridian that a shooting happened. We watch this closely to see what happens in the future.
Yeah, I mean, highly populated street. I mean, it's busy down through that street.
5 o'clock, people going back and forth to church. We don't need this, and we do hope that this man is brought to justice soon, and it will curb future things of happening there.
Yeah.
But it could have been worse. We'll find out more about this. The condition, hopefully, get some more statements on all of that as it goes. And let me see here. This was the scene as it all started. I won't play it, but that was the scene from the street as we were live there reporting on everything that went on yesterday. And then we would be there until, I don't know, that was probably 8 o'clock. Wow. Here's one of the views that I had there behind the sheriff's department. Carl, let me blow that up. The shooting is right there. We were right here in the curve. Right here behind this car, Odie, is where the female was laying in the street. And she was picked up and loaded onto a stretcher. Another 40, 50 feet behind her was the guy that was shot. So
it was a man and a woman with the man who
shot him.
Instigated with the gun.
Correct. It is not clear what type of weapon he used at this point. I heard when I first arrived that it was possibly a long gun. I don't know that to be sure. That's what was being said. And again, I'm not going to put my word on it till we have an official statement on that. But that information has not been released. I did have several people walk up and say it was 4 shots that were fired. Wow. Distinctively. At least, we know at least 2 of them hit. Possibly each one of these people could have received two wounds. We do not know. But serious for this to happen on a major thoroughfare within the Meridian area. We hope justice is served swiftly and he is brought to justice before long. Maybe we'll find out what the whole thing was about. Another sad moment as we went to Valley Road early Sunday morning. A car accident, Odie, and let me show you where the street was. This is right by the trailer park, Old 31st Avenue, Valley Road, where Valley Road runs into that. Now, I never did. Right here is the old store there.
Yeah.
And then in this ditch, the car was just a few feet away from the sheriff's department car. The car veered off to the left, Odie, and would hit the culvert, causing the car, it was going this way. When it was hit, it slung the car this way. Wow. It drove the motor up into the car. The driver did not have a seatbelt on, and it threw the driver out of the car. She was pronounced deceased at the scene. We will most likely have a name today to pass along with this. There were no brake marks from what, I was there. I didn't see any. Doesn't mean that it didn't happen, but there were no obvious skid marks leading up to the scene whatsoever. We pass along condolences to whoever's family member this is. I think she is. I think she's somewhere around 32 years old. Wow. We'll get more on that today. But a somber moment there early Sunday morning to start out. I was, as a matter of fact, I was speaking to Brother Danny about the time that I got the news of that, and he sent up a quick prayer for everyone involved. And just sad that we have things like this happen. I know some things are unavoidable, but accidents are accidents, and God bless it. Somewhere somebody lost a daughter, possibly a mother. We don't know everything about her yet, but we hope to find out more about this before long. It's kind of a wrap of those 2 stories. We've got a lot more that's gone on that we're going to touch on here in just a few moments. The Buckaroos, I brought this up. Did you see that?
The Buckaroos.
Scott McQuaig was in with us. St. Jude's raised almost $8,000.
And that is awesome. That is awesome.
So Clarkdale, y'all done well. Everybody that went out to Clarkdale to Steve's place to watch the show, we certainly appreciate y'all. It's giving back is what it's all about there.
Giving of his time and his money and his property for people to come out and have a good time, to be able to send St. Jude's money. And he does this every year. And that's awesome. Shows what kind of person he is.
Thumbs up on it. We'll be right back. Scotty Ray Nody.
With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low-mileage cars and trucks. How about a 2022 Jeep Wrangler? Or a 2021 Honda Ridgeline Sport with only 40,000 miles. A GMC Denali. Or a 2024 Silverado 2500. Drop in today and find the car that you're looking for. They're packed with low-mileage cars and trucks.
The low-profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Welcome back. Your friend Scotty Ray along with it. We didn't have us. Harold had to come to town.
Harold had to leave the barn.
He did. We have one person detained in a shooting that happened on County Road 1411 in Clarke County. Sheriff Anthony Chancellor tells us that we do have one person that has been detained in the shooting of Warren Connor. He was found behind a mobile home wounded. We'll find out more about this today as information starts coming out of that. But an arrest, let me back up. Detained is the word that's being used.
Detained.
Sometimes that can be bigger later there.
Talking about Clarke County, I just want to say a good morning to Chief Deputy Barry White, and still thinking about you, my friend. Love you to death, and just wanted to say good morning.
Yeah, the sheriff there working on top of the hood that night. Well, as let's show pictures of the aftermath, and then we'll get into what happened as we were live on the scene for this too. We joked about Greg was in here one morning when he was a teenager and thought it was a great idea to climb on top of the building and sit in a boat.
And go fish.
At the time, the Meridian Police Department didn't find the humor as Greg did, and Greg may have been detained. But here is the old seafood store.
Yeah,
This
Gulf Coast Seafood, I believe, was the name of it.
Yeah. That's what's left of it.
I spent many a time as a kid up in that, because it was, right next door to the Dairy Queen, and I'd go up there and fiddle around looking at fish.
Absolutely. Somehow or another, I don't have all my pictures. Let me show you some live footage here. Let me blow this up to where you can see this.
You can see. You look at the flashlight.
That flashlight is it on a stick, y'all. If you don't have a bright flashlight, go by and see Al. He'll tell you more about it there. That's what she looks like. And it just kind of lights up the world when you need it to. We had to break that out last night.
Oh, man.
But what had happened, do y'all see, and I had closer pictures than I do somewhere. This car right here, this white car, is stolen. And as we stand there and look at what's going on, the lady that owned the car showed up on the scene. And it's awful to own something and somebody take it from you. She was upset, and I don't blame her. But as eyewitnesses put it, and we had several eyewitnesses come up to us and talk to us after we arrived on scene, the gentleman, no, let me not use that word, the dude, let me use the word dude that stole the car.
Well, dude's still a good adjective. Just say the feller.
The feller that did this was moving rather swiftly after he removed himself from the cars, and that word was used several times, swiftly, as he ran from the scene.
So in other words, he probably wasn't supposed to be there.
Nope, he wasn't going to jail for stealing the car.
Yeah.
What he did was leave two ladies behind that were trapped, entrapment there for a little while. I hate I didn't pull up those pictures, because here's another view of that, of what he did to that car. These two ladies, and as you can see there, every airbag in the car is busted. And he would flee the scene with two ladies that could have been, he didn't know what condition they were in.
And wasn't going to stick it. That is sad. He wasn't even going to stick around and make sure that the people he hurt was at least okay.
It shows you what criminals will do. They don't care a bit. Be careful. This was one of those things where I think he ran the red light and hit them.
While he was fleeing in a stolen vehicle.
Imagine that. There was no police after him. He was just joyriding, I guess is the way to word that, enjoying his free ride that he had just taken.
Yeah.
That's just unacceptable. There's no other way to put that. We'll try to dig up those pictures of the close-up of the wreck here in just a little bit. Let's talk about another big event.
Good. This was an awesome day, a full day.
Woo! All day long it went. Bud and burgers, and let me tell you, the kids were out. People enjoyed this. The teams were cooking. We've had some winners there. There's the back porch team. They were all over it. Great hamburgers. That's pretty cute.
Boy, he's had an extra beer or two, hadn't he?
A little ultra there. But people were all about Anna Grace and so many people there. Here's the Meridian Police Department. Enjoyed being with them as well as they were on the scene.
And keeping everybody safe.
And it was a lot of police out.
We got your six. That's pretty good right there. Cancer awareness. This is Cancer Awareness Month.
Good-looking shirts, weren't they?
They are good-looking shirts.
But the group entertainment, it just went on and on of the great things and people there. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming out and supporting this event downtown. Not one problem whatsoever. Everything worked out great there.
And everybody had fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I hope there's a shot from the stage there. And anyway, there's just countless pictures all through this. As the later it got, the more pictures that were taken. And so we do appreciate everybody that helped out with that event, because that was not a small thing to do. It takes a lot of people to pull off an event like that.
Yes, it does. And Budweiser steps up and does a lot for the community. And I think it's awesome for what they do.
I assessed the situation and discovered quickly that shade tree to the left of the City Hall was the perfect place to hang out. That sun was coming on down.
It was the only shade tree there was, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's why I enjoyed it. But
they make a
again,
big mug of beer out of balloons.
yeah, it is, isn't
That's
it?
pretty cool.
You any good at balloons?
Oh, I used to do balloon apples.
Yeah, I've heard tell of you being that clown. We got this in, and I want to show this. We got this in after the show. And this is I want y'all to look. This is the burglary that happened at break time. And it's a burglary. Before there was a robbery. The last time it was robbed. This time it was a burglary, and they're closed at night. To where they were open at night, and it's forced them to just not open 24 hours a day.
And then people complain why they don't have anywhere to go get stuff at night.
Watch right here. This is where it's all going to start, here in the left-hand corner. Let's hit play here. Watch how but see that right there sticking there?
Yeah.
That is the object that is used to break in. See it? There goes the glass. And here he comes. He's not real scared to show who he is. He jumps over the counter, goes straight to the... He couldn't get in it. There's not going to be any money there. He's picking out... that looks to be smokes.
Like cigars, yeah.
Cigars. Black Mild, I believe, is what that is. He's going to make a loop around, and then we're going to switch to another camera now as he goes around here. He's going in the back, right here.
Now, somebody knows who this cat is.
Yeah, there's no way you couldn't. As we watch this, he comes back out. Now he's found a bag in the back, and this is where he goes to really stocking up on supplies. Now, I don't know.
Those are Night Owl cigars.
Is that what that is? Cigars?
Yeah, Night Owl, something owl. I don't know. That's what they say. They make them blunts out of.
Huh? And I didn't know that. I'm learning. But he stays in there for. This is about a minute long. We've edited down. And, he almost forgot something. Might need this later, too.
Yeah.
Let's just go and take the whole box there. If you happen to know who this is, contact the Meridian Police Department at 485-1893. Do you know this person?
Crime Stoppers. Call Crime Stoppers.
They'll also help you out there.
This time of Christmas, everybody needs a little extra cash. You know who this is, and you can get some cash through Crime Stoppers.
And on top of that, just shirtless. He was posing, so to speak.
Let's stop this crap. Let's take our city back. And let's make this a safe place to live again. That's it, White Owls, Mark. Yeah, White Owl cigars.
Huh? Didn't know that.
Yeah.
I need to pay attention when I'm standing in line to what's up there nowadays, don't I?
Yeah, and then Swisher Sweets is what somebody said was the other ones, the first ones. Swisher Sweets.
Very popular.
Yeah.
Still to come, we're going to tell you about a police sergeant that's been terminated from the Meridian Police Department. We're going to, yeah, it's happened. We're going to tell you about the Christmas parade that's already been scheduled. It's coming. Whoville. We'll be right back.
Most everybody has been impacted by cancer in some sort of way. I personally witnessed it firsthand when my wife Casey battled breast cancer 4 years ago and won. So in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Kia Meridian would like to give back. We will be donating $100 per vehicle sold this month to the Baptist Cancer Center at Anderson's in Meridian. If you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, come by and see us to help out for a good cause. Your fight is our fight.
When I was elected to the state Senate 9 years ago, my goal was to bring a new generation of conservative leadership to the Capitol to get things done. I'm Mississippi Supreme Court to do the same thing. I've written legislation to lower taxes and reduce regulations on farmers, manufacturers, and other businesses in Mississippi. On the Supreme Court, I'll use my experience and conservative values to always interpret the law, not to rewrite it or bend the rules for anyone.
Al's Garden and Gift, a charming place to harvest memories and gifts this fall. Gather a bountiful selection of pumpkins in a variety of colors and sizes. Capture curb appeal. Enhance an entrance or outdoor living space with beautiful mums, snapdragons, hay bales, corn stalks, or a handmade wreath. Make game days and tailgating even more fun with Captain Rodney's. Savory spices, grilling sauces, gourmet jellies, and Mississippi cheese straws too. Come fall in love with all things autumn at Al's Garden and Gift.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel. Welcome back. Your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. And as we mentioned, Christmas time's coming.
Ooh, Christmas time's coming.
This is October the 14th, and it really is not that long off. Come December the 7th will be the big annual Christmas parade. There it is.
Oh, so if you're going to get in it, go on down to, not City Hall, but permit down on 23rd Avenue and 8th Street under the parking garage and get your permit.
Right across from the temple. That building there that's in the parking garage on the corner.
On the other side, across the street from V-Lounge.
Yeah, the V-Lounge, all right. That's where you need to go to sign up.
Go in there and tell them you want an application, fill out your application. I don't know how much it is, $30, something like that, to get in, and you'll have a spot, and then line up at 3. Parade starts at 5.
You know, and we failed to mention something. This is Columbus Day. That's the old boy that discovered America.
Yeah.
Some don't want to admit that. They've changed the name of it, but it's Columbus Day. We're going to stick to Columbus. We're not calling it whatever y'all call it.
We'll say he discovered the Indians that was on here.
He might have done that, but he set sail and came on over. That did happen there. Let's take a look at what happened today in history. We got quite a few things that went on. As we remember the guy that was known for Bond after Connery.
Yeah, that's about the only thing. He did a couple of other movies, but
I don't know what they were.
That's pretty much, all he did.
Roger Moore. He done a pretty good one there. Again, he wasn't a Connery, but during the 80s, he was kind of Mr. Bond.
Carrie Richardson, are we going to be in the
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We enjoy it. It is so much fun to participate in that.
Yep.
So we will be there with bells on, or at least Odie
somebody will.
I remember this guy. I don't know anything that he's ever been under, but boy, the part that he played in this movie in Ghost, still, I can remember him well. He was the bad guy. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
He was hired to take Patrick Swayze out.
Yep.
He was born on this date back in 52. His name was Rick Aviles. He passed away in 95, but he was a Puerto Rican actor, And, man, he played that part well. I can still see that monster coming up out of the street. Remember that part?
Oh, yeah.
That's what he done.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember. Can you sing the theme song?
No, I can't.
His best friend.
I wish.
And his best friend Bear.
And his best friend.
Traveling the lands. Okay, I don't know the words to it.
Come on, Sunday nights, if I'm not mistaken.
Greg Evigan was born on this day. You'll know him from BJ and the Bear. Him and that chimp drove all over the place in that KW. And again, it was a catchy little tune.
Yeah.
But for the life of me, I can't remember how it went. It's been a long time there.
Timo, don't disappoint me like that. Don't disappoint. But I agree with you. Ole Miss sitting through losing, but we gave them almost 200 yards and penalties. That's a sad
I was walking
day.
by the big screen at the Bud and Burgers, and I saw Bama won. It was a close game, wasn't it?
Ooh, was that not close? Wow. But then LSU got us.
Did they play Southeast? Who did they play?
No, they played South Carolina.
I was close. I had part
Now,
of the
if it was Southeast, they'd have gotten whooped.
1957, it happened on this day. Probably one of the biggest songs you remember by them is Wake Up, a Little Susie.
A Little Susie.
The Everly Brothers had a #1 hit today. That was big. People still sing it today. Along came Jim Dandy. They had several of those. This guy was known as Robin Hood. He was Mr. Errol Flynn. Anybody remember him?
Oh, yeah.
He passed away today at the age of 50.
1959. Wow.
But he was a huge star in his time.
Yeah.
For those who don't know him, Errol Flynn, he was a leading man, so to speak. Martin Luther King Jr. won the Nobel Peace Prize today in 1964. Well worth remembering of someone who wins that. Congratulations on that. Let's see what else happened today. It would be I can't believe, did I make a mistake? I did. We'll have to come back to something.
Uh-oh.
Don't let me forget.
We'll get him back on there.
1970. Wasn't this about a mouse?
I'm not real sure what this was about.
I think it was. Ben, the two of us.
Yeah, I don't know.
It went #1 today. I think that's about a mouse. Somebody correct me. Anybody remember or not? Michael Jackson and Ben. It would be 1972. There was a time in America that Kung Fu fighting was. You remember the song? Everybody was Kung Fu fighting. It was about a rat.
Yeah, okay.
And
now, that was before he dressed up in women's clothing.
Right. That's where he would leave this world. But this was big. He did get that cameo appearance there where he tried to take on the best of the best. You just cannot beat Chuck Norris.
No.
Y'all remember this? Kung Fu, the TV show, premiered in 72. It was huge. David Carradine was the lead actor in that.
Yep.
Again, I had a visual there. I had to shake it.
Of him in women's clothes?
Yes, I did.
I sure did.
He was playing dress up, and it didn't work out in the end. Something about putting a rope around your neck, and, well, it didn't work out.
Yeah, oops.
Yep, that's what happened there. It was 1972 that, well, after the happiest girl in the USA, she leaned over and said, "Funny face, I need you, funny face." Donna Fargo had a #1 hit back in October the 14th of 72. Maybe y'all remember that. She was a beautiful lady at the time, and she was the starlet of the time. Back in boy, that's been a while. And I can't help but I see his name and I think of one thing. I go, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. We would lose him. Bing Crosby passed away today at the age of 74. If I'm not mistaken, Odie, it was a heart attack, if I remember right. But Bing Crosby, man, what an actor he was.
He could do it.
He was it. Somebody got saved today.
It took them a long time.
It sure did. And then we would find out that they had to try it one more time. Well, they got lost again.
Yeah.
Gilligan was rescued.
Somebody said, all right, it was a 3-hour tour. So the longest they would have gone out was an hour and a half. And they were only doing like 12 knots. So they was not very far from land.
Well, the storm came up.
Oh, yeah. Picked them up and blew them on. Yeah.
The professor, you remember, I can see him trying to hold on to the...
That was the skipper. He just let go of the wheel, and Gilligan didn't know what to do.
That was the remake, Rescue from Gilligan's Island. And admit it, we all watched that show and fell into it there.
Yeah.
1989, this guy would come on. It was the class of 89, so to speak, of country music. There were several that came out of this. Alan Jackson and this old boy, one of the best. This was back when he was country. He was killing time. Woo. Clint Black, that was some of the best that he ever did there. I liked him a whole lot.
We'd have found him a lot quicker, Jenny.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because we use a drone.
We could have droned them. We could. We got the dive team. We could have sent.
I love this show. Bruce Willis was in this.
Yeah.
And if you've never watched this, John Travolta at his best. This was called Pulp Fiction. Anybody remember that movie? It opened in theaters. Now, I ain't saying his hair was good, but Samuel L. Jackson played the part. Let me tell you.
Yes, he did. He plays a good part in just about everything.
One of the scenes that sticks out in that is when he's trying to eat his breakfast at that restaurant, and the white girl is going to rob it, and she stands up on the table.
You ain't going to do this while I'm up in here.
Man, she was a loony bin, and he sort of talked them down and told them what he'd do if they didn't act right. Pulp Fiction. Let's go back to what I skipped around on a minute ago. Let me go back. This was 1996. It's all right to be what?
Little bitty.
Alan Jackson had a #1 hit today. I love that song. That was good stuff. He done a remake. Was it Tom T. Hall that wrote Tall Trees? I believe so. But
don't get me to line on who's writing what. I don't know.
A gentleman among gentlemen is how I'll describe this man. I have met him many times. He is, if he shakes your hand, that's the way it is. There is no other deviance from it. He's spot on. Stands by his word. That'd be Aaron Tippin. Hit a #1 with Kiss This. Big Christian fella there. I like him a whole lot. We would lose this guy.
Wow.
Because I'll be there before the next two drops. And then he goes into Spanish that I don't understand, but it sure is pretty every time that I hear it. We lost Freddie Fender at the age of 69 on this date back in 06. I'm not so sure that he wasn't sponsored by, who was that? Perel? Didn't they sponsor his hairdo while he was on tour?
Prel.
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
Prel's a bad thing. When we went into boot camp, they said, look, y'all can buy whatever soap and whatever shampoo y'all want to, but y'all have to clean the bathrooms. And the only thing out there that does not leave a residue is Prel. So everybody used Prel as shampoo, body wash, the whole 9 yards, because it was easy to clean.
Now I want to say this, because these folks do so much more behind the scenes. As always, they do. Volunteer fire departments. They were out taking care of business. Coming up right here, Russell Volunteer Fire Department was out at Russell Christian Academy this week, showing what they do. They done this on Friday and showing the kids so they wouldn't be scared.
Yeah.
Teaching them about firefighters and how it's done and why they do what they do. We appreciate that.
Yeah, they go out and visit all those kids, and that's a huge thing for kids to see a firefighter suited up, because if a kid is inside of a home hiding and you've never seen a firefighter and hear what it sounds like for a firefighter to talk inside that mask, it may scare that child. And that way it shows them, hey, if you see us inside of a fire, come to us.
Correct.
So, man, that's great.
A big thank you for them doing that. We got more to talk about. Again, we've got the termination from MPD that we're going to talk about. That is next here at the Scotty Ray Report. As the seasons change, so do your clothes. And Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve. Also Hulk shirts. And America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need to keep you dry in those wet conditions. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger, Plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Welcome
there
back.
we are.
Hit the right button. It works a whole lot better. Scotty Ray and Odie as we're starting this early Monday morning. 7:45 is on Central Standard Time as we begin today. You could be in a different time zone where you're watching today. Right now, it is 66 in our little town as we wait for a high of about 79. It will be breezy today with 20-mile-an-hour gust. Now, let me read you what we posted over the weekend about this. And here this is. There has been a sergeant terminated with the Meridian Police Department. I'm going to read it word for word while I type this out. A sergeant with the Meridian Police Department was hand-delivered his notice of termination on Thursday. The sergeant had been on paid leave for a little over 60 days. According to the paperwork that he did show me, he has allegations of sexual misconduct. Name of the officer is going to be released at a later time. He will go before the Civil Service Commission on November the 12th, where he will have a chance to address the termination with the commission, what goes on with this. And it was I read it. I want to make sure that what it said, it's a lot of wording in there. It was several different charges, and he will have a chance to go up against this. This person has been with the Meridian Police Department for quite some time. We wait to see what the commission will say. Not a lot that I can add to this because I'm not privy to the actual information. There's been an internal investigation that I don't know what they've come up with.
Yeah, don't know everything.
And according to him, he did not know all the charges until that moment. He's been on 60 days without knowing exactly what it was. It will all come to light on November the 12th, and I think the press can attend this. If so, we will be there to report back on what is said. They may go into an executive meeting, you know how people would do that, but we will be there to get the information, and if not allowed in, then we will talk to him immediately after it's over and get his side of it and ask for the Meridian Police Department. Most of the time, we don't get statements on this from the Meridian Police Department. When I knew that this had happened some 60-something days ago, I sent an email to the Meridian Police Department asking, was there a sergeant placed on leave, and I got no reply. And they all other departments do. I don't know if it's their policy, who, what, or why, but you don't get a reply on any of this. And all other departments will go, yes, we have someone, and they will name the person is on leave. They may not tell you why they're on leave, but they will say, yes, this person is on leave and they're paid. I feel like the taxpayer should know these things. This is one of those things to where I disagree with the way things are handled there. Who's right or wrong? Wow. I would say the taxpayer has the right to know. But it is what it is, and we move forward with the information that we are given each day. We'll follow this story closely to let you know more about it as it comes about. We talked about old Whoville, didn't we?
Yeah. We're going to be at the parade. We'll have some kind of Whoville something going on. Y'all just stay back.
We had a fender bender, so to speak, minor injuries on Knox Road this weekend. It would involve a four-wheeler. As you can tell, it doesn't have much damage to it, but it was some minor injuries involved in that. And thank goodness everybody's going to be all right from the end of that. Boy, it was a big day out in Causeyville yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Because you couldn't take a shower.
Oh, boy.
If you wait till Sunday afternoon all week to get yours, it was a sad day. As you'll see, there's the water leak right there. They worked to fix this. It was a huge leak there. There they are working on it there.
Well, kudos goes out to...
and that's a beautiful place.
That is a beautiful old milk farm.
Yeah.
Man, it is something. But we've got to say thank you for all the water departments and the ones who get up on a Sunday, have to go to work. Late at night, have to get up and go and repair these water leaks and do that. So thank you to all of them.
I-20, fortunately, somebody saw this happen, because if you look at the picture, you go, why are they down in the bushes?
Yeah, they looking for huckleberries?
They're looking for huckleberries. There's a car off in those bushes, and someone saw it leave the roadway. They called the Meridian Fire Department. Police showed up, and that actually ended up being a Mississippi Highway Patrol scene in the end. It was just before the city limits. And if you were traveling I-20 westbound yesterday, look at there. Part of the load fell off.
Them's railroad
Car thing.
car haul, yeah.
Right there. Yeah, let me back that up and show you there.
And that dude fell off?
Fell off there. So traffic was blocked for just a wee bit as they got all that loaded there. As they say, they're trying to hijack the load. Lost part of it.
Have you talking about hijack a road? Have you seen in Chicago where the train was stopped to rest and all of a sudden all these people swarmed it and started stealing everything out of the containers?
I missed this. Where was this?
In Chicago.
Howdy.
I mean, loot. Hundreds. Just sorry. Just POS. Just that's where our country's going to. And we need to stop. We need to change. And we need to start holding people accountable.
As I get older, I've learned certain things in life. Let me show you the view from an accident, 22nd Avenue on Sunday morning. We had several accidents, bam, 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 back to back. This would be from the old Superstop location. As you're looking down at the intersection there, we've got a car here that rear-ended this car. And that car would make the block and come back around for some reason. And at first we thought there were 3 cars involved, but these people, I think, stopped to help there, and everybody was kind of resting in the truck. But what we learned is never go down a hill when there's dew on the ground. So we stayed on top of the hill. Only age can teach you that, Odie, because it's a slick ride all the way to the bottom.
You could have gone down the concrete drain.
I could have. I held there.
You still would have had to climb back up.
I had a vantage point. But I think it was minor injuries. There was an ambulance on scene, and I think everybody's going to be okay after that. We're glad of that.
Yeah.
Let's see what happened here. This was right before that. I went to another one. Let me pull this up, Odie, where we can see this. This was over by Chili's is where this accident would happen. As we go here, this is where you get on I-20.
Yeah.
Sunday morning, we got a car that right here. Let me see.
Where all the trucks get hung up at.
Correct. That's exactly where that is. And then I want to say I got around to this. I was real careful because the person in the other car, I was cautious because they had not taken the other person out of the car. And she was off in it, and her airbags had gone off, and they couldn't get to her for the airbags. She was sort of, and they were having to take knives and cut open the airbags to get her out.
Yep.
And it was every time one was cut, there'd be a cloud. And it would fool you for a moment there to think that there was a fire, so to speak, or smoke. But that's how that was done. Let's see. Boy, 1979, this group got together at Weidman's on Saturday night. We got anybody from West Lauderdale? Well, they had their big day there. That's the class of 79 as they all gathered there. It's good to see friends.
It is. It is. We're trying to get something together for next year, 1989.
Oh, was it 89?
Yeah, ours was 89. Yeah. Yours was 87, 86.
87. Go ahead and just point it out there, Odie. Thank you.
I threw myself under the bus. I figured I'd kind of help me out a little bit.
And let me show you this. My wife asked me this after I got home. She goes, why weren't you closer? Well, there was a reason. There was an ambulance on scene. And when ambulances are taking people and we're live on the scene, I'm very cautious of how we do cameras and what we show. This is right in front of Queen City. This would be here to where it was another car up here, this car, and there was one to the left of here also. But we were just real careful as they were loading someone not to show something we shouldn't, so I was further back than we normally are at a scene on purpose. So if you're wondering what we were doing, as my wife questioned me with a flashlight, why'd you do that?
R-E-S-P-C-T.
Oh, you spell. Look at Odie showing off.
That's just because it came in a song.
This is, I know we get made fun of a lot by other media because we report things like this, but there's something important about it. Let me zoom in on this, Odie.
If you hit a cow, you'll know why there are some warnings that go out.
Yes, sir. That's like a brick wall. We're going to keep doing cows, horses, pigs, anything that's in a roadway that would hurt you. That's what we do here. It's whatever deals with your everyday life.
We call that local news and taking care of the people that live in our community.
Yes, sir. Let me show you this. Let me make sure. Let me hit the expand button. If you were hunting a Taco Bell, this was Friday afternoon, as a matter of fact.
That's the exit of the Taco Bell.
Correct. I was standing in front of the fire station number 1, and here they come out the door. I said, well, let me follow them.
Oh, no, that's the entrance of Taco Bell. That's the exit of the burger joint.
Yeah, here we go. A motorcycle was involved, and he was hurt, but not life-threatening. I want to be clear about that. But the car was where you pull in. This was the exit there to where it all went down there on 8th Street on Friday afternoon. A man was hit. He was on his motorcycle. It hurt his leg, and he was in pain. But, again, not life-threatening. This could have been even at a higher level there, worry. Never good to be hurt, but there's blessings within something bad, and that's what we're thankful for. So he's going to be okay in the end, but he didn't feel too hot there. Immediately after that, we had another one. This would be over by the bread store, or the bread baking.
Yeah, was it 29th Avenue and
St. Paul.
St. Paul.
And here we are here as we go there to take a look at the police cars. Let me slide this a little bit. We had a car here, and then let me just pull over here and show you the rest of the situation. And I'm not doing too good, am I, Odie? Right there is the other car that was involved. And again, they're rolling up to help someone there. Minor injuries in all of these, but it was one wreck after another late Friday afternoon of someone is hurt, as the Meridian Fire Department and all were issued to go out and help folks. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we got one more that with injuries. As we go here, another wreck here with injuries. As you'll see here, someone was arrested driving that car there, Otis.
Reggie.
Yes, sir. And there was I'm not going to call it out, but there was a distinct smell that kept coming across the street as I stood there from the automobile.
They could have run over a skunk.
Yes, sir. That may have been what it was. Or it could have been something else. We're not.
How did I know what you were going to say?
30th Avenue and 15th Street is where that took place.
Oh,
it was an aroma, one might say, and Rob, my cameraman, was very hungry after we left the scene.
Had to go feed him. Wow.
He said, can we go to Waffle House? I'm hungry for some reason. Rob, calm down.
Why your eyes red, son?
And the lady that got bumped seemed to be very upset over the situation, which I can understand.
Well, yeah.
But someone got a ride downtown. We saw him leave in the back of a patrol car.
Did they wave at you?
No, he didn't. He couldn't.
He couldn't?
He had his hands behind his back. I didn't even get a nod out of that one. We, yet, Odie?
Oh, man.
Right after that, we had another incident. This would be Highway 19, 5th Street. Let's go ahead and take a look. Look at this. As they're putting, that's there to cover up oil from cars.
Yeah, that absorbs all that, gets it up out of the ground, neutralizes it so it's no longer a hazard, and it makes it from where the asphalt is not so slick to be safe for the other drivers to come through there. So.
I know I have got pictures of this. Dodge truck involved in this. Here we go.
Ooh.
This was also involved in that accident. As we take a look, there's a different view. Mississippi Highway Patrol kind of rolled up on that. They were heading somewhere.
There's old Billy with BNC.
Yes, sir. He showed up on the scene to retrieve one. But that's what was going on Friday afternoon as you approached all that. It was a busy day.
How many times did you have to fill up?
Ooh, it's a bunch. I'm telling you, I need one of those refueling units that pull up beside me with the hose. We got to go.
Just follow me to my next stop and fill it up while I'm out working.
I have learned never go below a quarter of a tank of gas because you don't know where you'll end up. It can be 5
You'll end up
miles.
at the gas station while there's an emergency going
Yes,
on.
sir. Yes, sir. And I bet you that's happened to other folks before
Oh,
also.
no, that is not kitty litter. Kitty litter is a no-no.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
You don't-
Kitty litter don't do anything but soak a little bit of stuff up. And we're coming together, and that's going to be, if you've got a wrecker in Lauderdale County, no more kitty litter.
Well, let me ask this, because a lot, even in my shop, I've used it before, where you spill a little oil on your concrete when you change oil and you dump kitty litter on it.
So the oil, when it's in the environment like that, is it's a hazard. It's an environmental hazard, and we're serious about our environment. And so if you put kitty litter down, all it does is soak it up, and it doesn't do a real good job of soaking it. It does okay, but it doesn't do anything to neutralize.
So what do we need to buy?
that. So you can buy Nature's Broom. You can buy Oil Gator. There's about 3 or 4 different things out there that neutralize this stuff, and it's readily available.
Is it easy to Google, that kind of thing?
It is, and you can buy Nature's Broom locally here, and it's not expensive, and it's
Does Julia do that?
good. It's good. Well, we saw her crash. We hadn't heard from her, and we'll have to find. Well, we think she had a wreck or something happened, but I didn't see any oil coming from the broom, so it should be okay. But so the thing is, we try and use what is best to soak this stuff up and make it safe for the environment. And kitty litter just doesn't do it. And then Timo, when we do have a lot of stuff, there's that wreck. And see, I don't see any oil coming out of it, so we're not real sure. And I hadn't gotten in touch with Julia.
Y'all check on that girl.
But sand is used when we clean everything up. Then we will get some sand, like on the interstate or a big highway that's major, because we've got to get that open.
She made it clean.
Bob said she made it clean, sweetie.
Oh, he ain't right. He ain't right. We'll be right back. Scotty Ray and Odie on this early Monday. J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
When it comes to enhancing your outdoor experience, you need a companion that can keep up. The Kubota RTV 850 Sidekick at Parrish is your ultimate utility vehicle for every adventure. From the deer camp, trail riding, or just working on the farm, the Sidekick delivers powerful performance and versatility. These units start at $15,499 cash and have a $2,000 rebate. Financing is available as low as $285 a month.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows, call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
And good morning, your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. Let's talk about if you're looking for a home.
Ooh.
We got us a new one listed out in West Lauderdale as we go here to Snowden and Company. Look at this house. Isn't this beautiful? Let's click on this and take a look there. Wow. Boy, it's got a bunch of room in it, Odie.
Yeah, you're going to have to go and get you a new lawnmower to cut that grass.
Is that a pond?
That's even a pond.
Yeah, but that's pretty there. Nice driveway, basketball goal may be included.
They may leave it.
Look there on the inside. Nice. What do you call that with the ceiling there? It's got a name.
And it just left me.
Did me too, but I know
I'll
that.
think of it in just a second.
That's custom. That's not. Well, look at those cabinets.
Man.
So, yeah, if you're looking for a home here in the West Lauderdale area, very, very nice. That's spacious. Master bedroom. Ooh, look at that pool. No, that's what I call that a pool. You go for a swim in that.
Vaulted ceiling. That's it.
Vaulted. Yeah. We
Yes.
I couldn't
Thank
get it
you,
out.
Sandra.
453-3937. If you'd like to see this home or any other of the homes that they have here, it just gets bigger and bigger. Nice walk-in shower on top of it. So much to choose from. See them at Snowden & Company when it comes to purchasing a home or selling yours. Amanda treats you right. And as a matter of fact, she's got a birthday, don't she?
Yes. Amanda is having a birthday today. So Snowden & Company, I hope y'all treat the boss lady right.
So this is a message to Devin to do something.
Yeah, Devin better, he better be already on his P's and Q's and get out of the woods early today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Take care of that.
Yeah, boy.
Hope it's a big birthday. But seriously, if you need a home, talk to her. She'll help you out there. Have you got more birthdays?
Let me tell you, I don't know what happened, but this is the longest list we've had. So it was a good weekend. Of course, it is Monday. But Zane and Ann Royal, they got married Friday.
I heard that.
So happy wedding to the two of y'all. Quentin Mitchell had a birthday Saturday along with Jimmy Clayton and Sharon Sutherland Johnson. Sunday, Captain Dave Triggers with Meridian Fire Department had a birthday. And today is Joe and Amy Roddy's 31 years together. Amanda Harpool Snowden. Jamie Mott, 53. Megan Boykin, 36. Amanda Snowden, we just said, is... and I don't know, are them the two same ones?
Yep, same one.
Well, we're just celebrating you 3 times today. Joel Payne's got a birthday.
Joel.
Courtney Deering, 21 years old yesterday. Landry Castles, 12 years old. Micaiah Arundel, 31. Timmy and Angela Cates is having an anniversary. Ava Dennis is 5. Norman and Sherry Bateman's got an anniversary. Denise Wright, happy birthday. And Micah Warren is having a birthday. So,
Joel Payne, get out here. I have known Joel forever and a day, and I hope he has a blessed day on his birthday.
Yeah.
Good friend. Joel is one of those that just good people, as we say.
He is good people.
I want to say this about good people as I look at things that are going on in Asheville, North Carolina, devastation up in that area. Yeah. McDonald's came through, took their 18-wheeler up and fed everybody at one of these scenes, and probably several scenes up there. So we like to recognize people who help thy neighbor in time of need. No charge to people.
Just come up and get your food, and wow.
So that was nice of them. We appreciate that. So a thumbs up to McDonald's today. Thank y'all so much for doing that. As each and every day, as we've ran out of time again, an hour has passed by, we leave you with a good word. What do we got today?
Yeah, so we're going to go to Romans 10, verse 9, where it says that if thou shalt confess with thine mouth the Lord Jesus, and shalt believe in thine heart that God has raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved. We've got to publicly acknowledge our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. If he is part of you and part of your life, don't be ashamed. Let everybody know that you do put your trust in the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and that you give your life over to God. He can make a difference in your life if he's not already a part of it. Make a change in your life only by asking him to come in and be part of your life. Can you have eternal life? Hope y'all have a wonderful day. This is Monday, the start of a new week. Put a smile on your face. Change people that you come in contact with and make them have a happier day because of you. Tuesday be here tomorrow. Friday's still coming, so don't give up yet. Until then, remember, not only the Lord Savior Jesus Christ love you, but Scotty Ray and Odie loves you too. Have a wonderful day.
As Bob put it, it's to make thumb up. I like that, Bob.
I see it.
That's good. We'll see y'all tomorrow.